following presentation is a summary of research and the resultant findings identified by Brayden Lozaw and made possible through the guidance of Research Supervisor Indu Khurana, Assistant Professor of Economics and Business, and funding provided by a Citrone grant procured by Dr. Kenneth Townsend, Professor of Economics and Business, both of Hampton-Sydney College. In order to adequately understand the findings resultant from this research, a couple of definitions may be necessary at the outset. My study focused on the drone industry. A drone, also known as an unmanned aerial vehicle, is an aircraft or ship guided exclusively via remote control or onboard computer system. The drone market is vast, serving consumers in both the private sector and government agencies like the military. They can function simply by capturing photo or video images, for example, or they can be very complex. Defense drones can be weaponized to protect the nation's interests while limiting danger to our military forces. A second important definition is economic ecosystem. Adam Hayes, a professional derivatives trader, writer, and editor at Investopedia, and a lecturer at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, defines an economic or business ecosystem as a network of organizations including suppliers, distributors, customers, competitors, government agencies, and so on, involved in the delivery of a specific product or service through both competition and cooperation. He posits that companies within this ecosystem both affect and are affected by the others, and therefore both co-evolve through collaboration and adapt in unity against potential dangers to survive and thrive. These business ecosystems drive regional economic prosperity. After an exhaustive review of available data from the Center of Innovative Technology, Hampton, Virginia emerged as an economic ecosystem for the drone industry. In fact, according to the Association for Unmanned Vehicle Systems International, the drone industry will create a total economic impact of nearly $342 million by the year 2025. As a second step, I sought to discover why this particular region evolved as such. Further exploration of this mid-Atlantic coastal city, known for its natural beauty and thriving industry, revealed several contributing factors. First, its prime physical location, nestled in the center of the Hampton Roads region of the Commonwealth of Virginia. Second, its proximity to NASA, or the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Third, its availability of research grants and business opportunity. And finally, its deep roots in the history of aerospace. Hampton, Virginia is a prime physical location. Situated on the southeast end of the Virginia Peninsula, Hampton is surrounded by the Chesapeake Bay to the north and east, and by Hampton Roads Harbor to the south. Entrance and egress from Hampton's 136,255 residents and countless visitors can be easily achieved via the Norfolk International Airport and the I-64 interstate. Perhaps most importantly, Hampton is part of the metropolitan area known as Hampton Roads, which includes the neighboring cities of Chesapeake, Franklin, Newport News, Norfolk, Poquoson, Portsmouth, Suffolk, Virginia Beach, and Williamsburg. This is important because according to the Hampton Roads Chamber of Commerce, 6 of the 10 largest population centers in the United States are located within only 750 miles of the area. Combining these areas into one would make Hampton Roads America's 5th largest city. Here, related businesses enjoy a culture thriving in research and development where reciprocal professional courtesies can be enjoyed to the benefit of industrial productivity and the increase of bottom lines. Hampton is also close to significant bodies of water, allowing for companies to test products in real time through associations with port authorities, allowing technological improvements and adjustments to be made quickly. This can save industry members time and money. Hampton, Virginia is also home to the Virginia Air and Space Center, which houses NASA's Langley Research Center. NASA serves the nation by working as the government's premier research and development division for aeronautics and space. As such, they have a significant impact on what steps are taken towards drone development and study. Companies who have more immediate access to NASA through proximity have the advantage of shared information, increased opportunities to receive government research and development funds as allocated through NASA, and supplemental partnerships. These partnerships between NASA and drone companies are prolific. The Hampton-based Adaptive Aerospace Group, for example, is working in conjunction with NASA to perform stability and control analysis and to handle the qualities assessments for the related designs under consideration. Another Hampton research group, the Advanced Aircraft Company, is run by a former NASA aeronautical engineer named Bill Fredericks. He and his team, again working with NASA, are developing the Greased Lightning unmanned aircraft system and are commercializing it through their company. In addition to NASA, Hampton is home to the National Institute of Aerospace, who collaborates with NASA, other government agencies and laboratories, universities, and industry to conduct leading-edge research and technology development in space exploration, aeronautics, and science. Both NASA and the NIA support several other organizations who work to provide related grants to both emerging and established companies in the drone industry. Another large opportunity for drone companies in Hampton is the ability to collaborate with the Technology Commercialization Center. The TECC, or TEC, comprises a consortium of technology and business experts who help inventors take their products from the lab to the marketplace and helps establish companies with their business needs. TEC has been led by President Milton Holt, a retired deputy director for airborne systems at NASA since 2004. His company seeks to represent all available NASA technologies to commercial companies. Holt summarizes Hampton's attractiveness to drone companies, stating, "Hampton is a hub for technology, and it makes good business sense for us to be where the action is." A final reason that Hampton may have attracted so many drone companies is its rich history in aerial exploration. As early as 1917, the Langley Memorial Aeronautical Laboratory became the National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics' first experimental aeronautical facility. Ultimately, that program emerged as NASA in the summer of 1958. In 1986, then, the city of Hampton collaborated with NASA to place a NASA Visitor Center in the downtown area, and the following year, a joint congressional study panel created the Virginia Space Grant Consortium to bolster research efforts through local colleges and universities. The VSGC includes 5 educational institutions as well as the NASA Langley Research Center, the Virginia Air and Space Center, and the Virginia Center for Innovative Technology, all centrally located to Hampton. In the overview, I noted that, because of its location, proximity to NASA, accessibility to research grants and business opportunities, as well as deep roots in the history of aerospace, many companies in the drone industry have elected to reside in Hampton, Virginia. These include those companies listed here. Still, more of the industry's leaders can be added to the list when the parameters stretch from the city of Hampton to the metropolitan area of Hampton Roads. With these significant numbers and the identifiable collaboration between the companies involved through agencies like NASA, the NIA, TEC, and the VSGC, as well as other significant draws to the area, Hampton, Virginia is fertile soil for this economic ecosystem.